This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Now, with the WBC ordering Deontay Wilder to defend his WBC World Heavyweight title against Tyson Fury in a rematch, Eddie Hearn is saying that he hopes Tyson Fury does not allow Team Wilder to put in a rematch clause because it's been ordered. Had it been a voluntary, so for example, first time around, Wilder against Fury, that was a voluntary for Deontay Wilder. So, of course, naturally, you put in a rematch in case you lose, right? But they agreed a two-way rematch, so whoever won gets a rematch anyway, okay? What they didn't bank on was a draw. Now, with Tyson Fury, he doesn't have to give Deontay Wilder a rematch. I have a feeling he's going to, because Frank Warren will do everything that he can to make sure that the fight gets signed, sealed and delivered. He will probably concede on a rematch, and he will, of course, concede on the venue as well. In other words, that the fight happens in America, which is against all the British fans' wishes, or most of us at least anyway, because it should be a fair thing that Tyson Fury did travel before. Now Wilder should travel to the UK, right? But I have a feeling that Frank Warren is just going to concede on that, and he's going to concede on putting a rematch clause in. And if they put a rematch clause in, that kills any potential fight with Anthony Joshua for Tyson Fury if he defeats Deontay Wilder. Anyway, Eddie Hearn has said that he hopes Tyson Fury does not put a rematch clause in there, much like he did with Vladimir Klitschko. You see, Tyson Fury was mandatory for Vladimir Klitschko, and he allowed Vladimir Klitschko to put in a rematch when he didn't need to, because it was a mandatory. He wasn't a voluntary. And as a subsequence of that, he defeated Vladimir Klitschko, and because he agreed to the rematch, he then couldn't go and defend his IBF world title against his mandatory, which was Glasgow, and subsequently got stripped because of it. So Eddie Hearn is urging Tyson Fury to not allow Team Wilder to put a rematch clause in the contract, but as I said, I think that Frank Warren probably will. Anyway, this is what Eddie Hearn had to say. I pray that Tyson Fury doesn't commit to a rematch because he doesn't have to in the purse bid. If he does that, he's mad, because it will kill the Joshua fight should he win. In that respect, it's better for us if Wilder wins the rematch, especially if Joshua fights Miller in America in June. That starts making the $50 million offer that Wilder made Joshua last year look like peanuts. AJ against Wilder last September might have done 300,000-400,000 pay-per-view buys in the States. Now it does over 1 million. Part of that is down to Wilder, and we give him that respect. Now it's down to whatever we do over there to amplify that. So that is Eddie Hearn's statement. So what he's saying is he wants Tyson Fury to win if he doesn't put a rematch clause in. If there is a rematch clause, then he wants Deontay Wilder to win, because then straight after, whoever wins can then fight Anthony Joshua. So I get what it is that he's saying. I mean, me, and I'm sure many of you guys would love it if Tyson Fury can actually take that belt like he should have done the first time around, but he got screwed on the scorecards. But I hope that Tyson Fury does not put a rematch clause in. If he does, he's absolutely mad. But as I said, I think Frank Warren will concede on these kind of things just to get the fight done. Honest to God, that's what I think he's going to do. He's going to concede on the rematch when he doesn't have to, and he's going to concede on the venue being in America, again, when he doesn't have to. When Tyson Fury has blatantly said, I want the fight in the UK, and it's only fair to do so. So I fully expect a rematch clause to be in there, but of course we're not going to find out until the final bell goes as to whoever wins, and then we'll find out if there's a rematch. They'll keep everything under wraps, they'll keep it all confidential, all that kind of thing, much like I did first time around. And then it turned out that they both had a rematch clause in there, which was absolute madness. But anyway, that is what it is. So I do get what Eddie Hearn's saying, that if there is a rematch on there, then he wants Deontay Wilder to win, because then it nullifies that rematch and Joshua can go straight after Wilder then. But if there is no rematch, then he wants Tyson Fury to win. That's two Brits together, undisputed, mega fight, right? So I do get it, but I do disagree. I mean, rematch or no rematch, then I want Tyson Fury to win anyway. And if there's a rematch, I want him to beat him again. So ultimately, we'll have to wait and see what happens. As I said, we're not going to find out about a rematch until the fight happens. And then we're going to find out after, is there a rematch? And if it turns out that there is, then it's absolute madness. And Tyson Fury should never have allowed that, much like he should never have allowed Vladimir Klitschko to have a rematch either. Anyway, I'll put this article in the description box for you guys to go have a read of it. Come to your own thoughts on it. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up. And, of course, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.